Picture yourself in a locked arena beside 99 other unarmed men. Directly across the dirt, a 450-pound silverback gorilla is exploding out of the shadows. Stripped of its movie monster status, the biological reality of this animal is terrifying. Its muscle density is entirely different from ours, packed with fast twitch fibers that activate simultaneously. An adult male effortlessly lifts over 1,800 pounds. This chart compares average bite forces across mammals. A human registers at 160 psi. An African lion hits 650. But the silverback gorilla delivers 1,300 pounds of pressure per square inch, enough force to snap human femurs. Their skeletal structure functions as natural armor. A gorilla's bones are roughly 3 times denser than ours, anchored by a massive sagittal crust and a heavy, continuous brow ridge. This architecture is designed to absorb massive concussive blows. Contrast that with our anatomy. The human face is flat, and our cranial bones are relatively thin. Without weapons to augment our reach, a human strike lacks the kinetic energy to bypass the primate's skeletal defenses without shattering the attacker's own hand. The only human advantage is aggregate mass. 100 men weigh roughly 8,000 kilograms, or over 17,000 pounds. And unlike the gorilla, our bodies are evolved for long-duration aerobic persistence. The outcome rests on a cold calculation: whether 17,000 pounds of human mass can drain the primate's anaerobic reserves before the group's morale collapses. The gorilla charges low to the ground at 20 miles per hour. That initial impact acts like a wrecking ball, instantly crushing the rib cages and skulls of the first 5 men in its path. In military medical doctrine, this is a mass casualty event, overwhelming the group's capacity to process trauma. Within seconds, survivors experience combat stress reaction. Faced with bodies flung like bowling pins, untrained civilians mentally disconnect, losing all ability to coordinate. Winning requires a horrifying sacrifice. For the group to succeed, the first 15 to 20 men must knowingly act as sacrificial meat shields to slow the animal down. Evolutionary programming rarely allows that. The human brain's fight-or-flight response overrides logical planning, causing the remaining men to trample each other in a panicked, disorganized retreat. In a realistic simulation, human biology overrides human math. By mauling the first handful of attackers, the silverback effectively breaks the morale of the entire group. To find a path to victory, we have to assume the group is perfectly coordinated, bloodlusted, and entirely devoid of fear. This enables the human straitjacket tactic. The swarm ignores the immediate deaths and dogpiles the animal from all sides, concentrating 8,000 kilograms of dead weight onto a single target. This targets a specific biomechanical flaw. The fast twitch fibers that provide explosive strength drain anaerobic energy reserves incredibly fast. Under the weight of dozens of men, the animal reaches complete metabolic exhaustion in about 3 minutes. Those 3 minutes are absolute carnage. Even while buried, the silverback will be thrashing, ripping off limbs and biting through bone to clear the weight. Human victory is achieved through sheer mechanical friction, burying the animal under a mountain of mass until its muscles are forced past the point of failure. The final verdict: the silverback wins 9 out of 10 realistic encounters. The human psychological threshold for extreme close-quarters violence is simply too low to maintain the necessary group coordination. This grid visualizes the cost of the winning scenario. To exhaust the animal, the swarm must accept a casualty rate between 30 and 40% before the threat is neutralized. This hypothetical clash illustrates 2 divergent paths in primate biology: the absolute peak of individual brute force versus the compounding power of collective persistence. Humans conquered the planet because our strategy relies on complex pack tactics. We survive by working closely together to outlast threats that are mathematically far stronger than any single person. Applying this strategy to a 400-pound apex predator reveals the true cost of human dominance. The mathematical formula for victory works only if you are willing to die in the first wave.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.